These aren't even here, it's just a conversation.
I'm looking at you.
Just look at me.
Okay.
Look at the camera. And first things first, easy question, just tell me who you are.
My name is Jason Smith. I am the Chief School Business Official for Coal City School District. So we managed all the phone sets in-house in a very kind of analog way. We had phone switches on the wall. They interfaced with the servers that were provided by Novell. And I spent all day long rebooting these servers. It was terrible. We had POTS lines and Centrex lines that were dialing into the place, so we were limited on the number of phone lines that calls that could come inbound and outbound. And it was just very, very difficult to manage. We had a Cisco product that was spun up for us, and the price was exorbitant. It would have required us to hire an additional staff member just to keep those plates spinning. And you know, at the time, it was really the best game in town, the only game in town. And unfortunately, the people at Cisco, fine company, they know they have you because that's the offer. And this guy comes in with a box of donuts and says, hey, I've got a different idea. And it was, you know, voice over IP as a service. And, you know, we turnkey, we come in, we set up your environment, we take care of it. And that was really appealing, not only from a cost perspective. It let us spend almost the same amount of money, but in a different way. It let us do it over, you know, a 3-year period as opposed to day one. And it alleviated the need for me to staff and service that equipment. And so it's very advantageous. That started the conversation and ultimately became the recommendation. And I think that's been, we were an early adopter, so I mean, that's probably been almost 10 years ago now. What Rival5 was able to come in and do is move us over to SIP trunking and take care of the DIDs, the phone numbers, all that kind of mapping that we needed. And so their RCOM solution provides us a phone system that's operable, and their RVoice solution provides us with the actual phone lines and numbers that lets the public pick up and dial and us to receive it on our side. Early on, we were just phones, and that's all we were worried about. And they were able to give us tips and suggestions that made our ideas better. And then over time, they said, well, hey, you know, like the contracts you have with AT&T, we know that's frustrating. We can take that over for you. And so their ability to suggest new ways, and as they innovated different products in their offering, I think that kind of innovation really rang through, right? And I know now that we're in conversations to look at their RLock system for our security measures, which, you know, when you think of a phone system, you think of phones. You don't think of a panic button underneath the desk. But Rival5's innovation and their ability to step up is to read the room and say, you know what, this is a big deal. And we think that we can partner with some other innovative technologies to work with the current system that we have and your PA system, for example, and we can create a better product for you to use in your environment. They've created really a ticketing system that works. It works very well. It's very fast. They're very responsive. And as they coached me, they're like, Jason, it's a way for us to monitor and track what's going on in your organization. And when we see patterns, we can better from those patterns talk to you about other solutions. So I think Rival5's support team and their support system helps to better diagnose. Yes, I could call them directly, but their system is easy to use. They respond to it very quickly. It's always being monitored. I always get an answer back. And ultimately, I think it better helps the product and my user experience be better. I think Rival5's size and their ability to build relationships with customers is really an essential part of what they do well. They are a little guy who can provide you with big service. And so for me, I was relieved to have a company that said, hi, we're small and we're just starting and growing, and we want to grow with you. And as we have innovations, we're going to roll you into those innovations. And if you see roads we should explore and run down, please let us know. So what Rival5 did as a little company was to grow with my organization over time and become bigger and meet the challenges that come along with that. Technology directors, are frustrated little guys because we have to worry about things like firewalls and switches and access points and copiers, which are the worst thing ever, and phone systems. And I hear, frustration in the voices of those kind of peers that I work with. And I think they have a similar feeling to me. It's like, oh, a phone system, I just don't even want to put my arms around that. And I've said to lots of school districts and business officials and technology directors to check out Rival5.